Hey, it's Macro. Welcome to my very first review of a video game. The thing is, up until this point, all my gaming videos in one way or another have been revolving around Minecraft. I need to break this habit. Therefore, for this first video, I've decided to review Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which is a much talked about game. Anyway, let's get started. Graphics and quality. Certainly what fascinates me about the game are its detailed, almost lifelike graphics. It gives the illusion that the player is literally in the scene of the gameplay. I am also impressed by the low lag, or ping as some may refer to it. This is contrary to the PC where graphics can be disappointing and the lag a finger up the arse. I am referring to games like Counter-Strike and Minecraft on the PC. In this field, Advanced Warfare has attained the rating of 3 out of 5. Due to the fact that as impressive as the frame rate is, there are times where the game lags and even glitches. Multiplayer. The game deserves credit for its diversity of game modes, ranging from team deathmatch to capture the flag to free-for-all, even infected. I personally admire the customization of kits and armor, which can be personalized to our preferences. The downside, however, are the lobbies. They are relatively small. If custom-built PC servers can host tens, hundreds, or even thousands of players at any given time, then there is no excuse for a game on a powerful console to have a maximum of only 13 players. Although the game mode Domination can host more players, 18 is an insignificant increase. The major drawback of multiplayer has to be the maps, which I will discuss later. I will be lenient here and award the game with a score of 3.5 in that respect. Single player. The game's single player mode features a campaign constructed around the storyline from the perspective of the protagonist Mitchell. There is a decent variety of exosuits, maps and courses, including a race in a levitating scooter and a getaway scene in a speedboat. Unfortunately, as effective as they were, campaign is the only aspect of the single player mode which alone does not suffice to make a great game. The developers could easily have developed single-player minigames, especially a solo exo-survival mode if they so chose, but they simply couldn't give a damn. This is exactly what I don't like about PS4 games. They are highly dependent on multiplayer. At least Nintendo games were generally more engaging to play on single-player. Man, I miss their charm. In this case, I will award the game with a 2. This is because there is not much to offer on single-player besides campaign. It is just too fixed. Maps. In my book, the multiplayer maps are the Achilles heel of the game. This is why I often become bored of multiplayer. There is little to no variety. If I can correctly remember, the game's multiplayer maps are Retreat, Comeback, Defender, Riot, Instinct, Biolab, Ascend, Atlas Gorge, and Greenband. These very same maps are used time and time again for almost every game mode. The only exceptions are modes where all game modes are played on only one certain map. I dislike this as this means that there are no specialized maps for a specific game mode. I will explain this using examples. For Search and Destroy, maps should feature closed lanes. COD maps have far too many open routes to take, which makes strategic advancement count for nothing. Team Deathmatch maps should be slightly smaller. Maps for Infected should be small, simple, but include small pathways and chambers for hideouts and allow survivors to construct barricades. For the game mode, there should also be infinite ammo, and some pipes and air vents would also do nicely. After a while, these maps can be very repetitive until they become boring to even look at. Nevertheless, due to the details and quality of the maps, I will award them with a 2. Why I didn't score them any higher, I will later explain. DLCs, non-inclusive extensions. Here's where shit gets real. The game itself ain't cheap, emptying a dear £40 to £50 out of your pockets. And to think that Activision, already a highly successful games publisher, would slap down additional charges for in-game features? Utter bollocks! Who in their right mind would pay £10 just for a DLC map? I mean, Minecraft PS4 edition costs £15, more expensive than the PC version, I know, but still. I mean, a lot of the maps aren't even that good. To add to the pile is the fact that the assholes at Activision leave you no other option but to pay for a so-called Exo Zombies game mode. Like, what the fuck? Of course, any good gaming franchise aims to make profits. However, Activision have already overstepped the line by about a mile by this point. They know that people are willing to pay excessive sums of money for Call of Duty games. Thus, they will do everything in their power to exploit this. Therefore, Activision can take their DLC packs and shove them down the toilet. American capitalist scums. This is just one of the factors that tempt me to hack my PS4 like I did with my Wii console. So in this case, I will award a generous 1 for this category. Conclusion. After averaging all 5 of the categories, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare scores a disappointing 2.3 out of 5. It may not be a bad game, but it could have been so much better than this. According to other reviews of this game, from what I have heard, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is not so much an improvement from the flop of Ghosts back in 2013. It's a good thing that I don't play this game very often. One word I have for the developers of this game: innovation. Stop producing similar crappy games year after year. So there, I said it. So that's all I have time for this video. My next video will of course be my third installment to my construction time-lapse, which will feature a very special guest who is a friend of mine. So anyway, till then, peace!